impressive. That's really impressive. Kudos to you guys. How many people have used Bitcoin? Okay, almost the same number. That's really, really amazing. So you guys can relate then. You understand how impactful, it can be on our lives. The idea that there's now this borderless finance is truly amazing. And so with that technology kind of in hand, we also look at the other problems we're trying to solve. So we look at censorship, and we look at corruption in government, and we look at corruption in banking, and how can we take this new cryptocurrency technology and apply it to these other paradigms of our lives to make things better for us. So the underlying technology of cryptocurrency is the blockchain, and the blockchain is really just this open public database that's regarded to be immutable. And when you think about a database stores data, right? And so there's this opportunity now to not just have a sort of cryptocurrency built on a blockchain, but have other sorts of information incorporated into the blockchain to build other types of applications. And if we think about the databases used by social networks, they're collecting all sorts of data about our whereabouts, our interests, who our friends are, and our entire social graph. They collect all this information so that they can sort of repackage it and sell it to other companies who then want to target us and buy our attention. And they want to buy our attention so that they can point our attention to products and services that they want to sell to us. So then these platforms in the middle, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, they're the middleman, and they are extracting our value in this transaction, while these advertisers come to get our data and come to get our attention. It's the platform that is extracting our data. So we have this unique moment in time now where we can take the blockchain and the cryptocurrency concept, and we can apply it to these social networks in a way that creates more synergy between the end users and the platform and the businesses that want to tap into the platform to get our attention. So we ended up building this thing called Steem, and it's not meant just to be a database for any specific application, but it's meant to be a database that completely flips the model on content creation and rewards for creating good content in a way that has excellent synergy between all of the users of the platform and the people who are kind of running the platform itself. So back to the sort of ad space concept. So one thing that hasn't before been seen in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency today is kind of this. It's this institution of speculation. And we look at Bitcoin and Litecoin and Dogecoin and these concepts of cryptocurrency, and what really makes them popular and what really gets them into the headlines is their market capitalization. How big are they today? And I think that's very interesting. I think that's how most currencies around the world actually operate. They're really just instruments of speculation. But the cool thing about Steem, it's the first sort of cryptocurrency to tap into what's being referred to as the attention economy. And the attention economy is this idea that you have this sort of cryptocurrency underlying a community of people, and the cryptocurrency is of course trading on markets and people can speculate on the cryptocurrency. But in Steem there's also this concept of author rewards. So as people speculate and the market cap grows, there's more and more of these crypto tokens rewarded to the people who are participating in the network and are contributing content and that sort of thing. And as those people are contributing, they're also paying their attention to an interface based on Steem. So now there's this other element that cryptocurrency hasn't seen before, which is that people can come and can purchase the community's attention. And what's cool now is we can mandate that to buy our attention as a community, we can say you must use our cryptocurrency, you must use Steem. And so the advertiser now must come along and they must purchase Steem and actually spend Steem to get us to pay attention to their products. And in that process, the Steem can be burned by the platform. And if you think about that, that's really sort of the first revenue model that cryptocurrency has ever seen. So now we're entering an age where cryptocurrency, it doesn't look like necessarily any other, it doesn't look like any global fiat currency anymore. It also kind of looks like equity in a company. And, if you think about that, what we've really tapped into is a new tool for empowering a community. That's really what a currency is meant to do. A currency is meant to, be this medium of value that is empowering the people who are using it. But now we can take that same vehicle, we digitize it, we put it on the blockchain, we incorporate it with this social network, and now it can do so much more. It has these gateways to attract more value for us as members of the community. Steemit has seen more than 100,000 signups since July. There's been a lot of sort of early adopters, like everyone in this room, who have come from the cryptocurrency space, the libertarian space, or just generally people who are looking for new and disruptive technologies and looking for solutions in other parts of our lives. Because the early adopters have come from these specific backgrounds, there's a very educated and intelligent group of people on the platform today, and it's truly special to be a part of and to see people contribute such valuable perspectives and ideas. But there's still challenges in getting a network effect. In July, the numbers were really skyrocketing through the roof, and the whole thing is still growing. But there's a very competitive landscape out there, and companies like Facebook and Reddit have actually shadow banned links from steemit.com. And we look at something like that, and it's truly a validation for what we're trying to do. They sort of see Steem, they see Steem, and it's sort of they're competitive. They're in a competitive market, so I completely understand why they would do something like that. But yeah, it's we have our challenges ahead of us, and we certainly want to meet them head on and continue to grow and bring this movement to more and more people around the world. And that's why events like this are so terrific, because we're getting the word out and getting more people involved. Since July, there have also been more than 95 applications built on top of Steem. There's, of course, steemit.com, which is the company that I run, and that's sort of your reddit.com style interface, your sort of social network for going and seeing all sorts of articles and following people and all that. But what's really, really incredible and has really moved me is actually the sheer number of entrepreneurs and developers who have come to this open platform and said, I want to build alongside you guys. I want to build our own tools, leveraging this technology to either target a new group of people or augment the system in some way by building some statistics application or a mobile application. And that's truly special, because everyone who comes and builds an application or a business on top of Steem is contributing to the community and the network effect. And there's this very friendly competition that's going on. So as I see others launch mobile applications, I'm of course thinking, wow, I should be working on a mobile application too right now. But at the same time, I know that we're all working together. and there's lots and lots of synergy between the developers at steemit.com and the developers for all these other third-party apps. If we think about our roadmap, there's really two sides of the coin here. There's this new financial paradigm and the rewards and the incentives that come along with Steem. And one of those aspects is this idea of a budget. So for the first time in the history of cryptocurrency, Steem is built in a way where there's a budget that's allocated to posters of content and the curators of the content. And that's a very unique, new thing for the internet that has never been seen before. And then there's the other side of the coin, which is the social media side of things. So, one of our big goals is to, build a social site that completely stands on its own, irrespective of, the fact that there's all this new value and this new budget of cryptocurrency dedicated to content creators. We want to build a site that is completely sticky and loving and caring for all the people who use it, even if they don't realize that there's cryptocurrency involved at all. And I think if we do that, we're doubly as strong as if we're just relying on the financial side of things. So at the end of the day, what we're really trying to build are systems that empower communities. And blockchain to date has not necessarily had that feeling about it. I mean, the first sort of blockchain cryptocurrency has been Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, paved the way for what we're doing here today with Steem.